before we get on with the show, I must admit I'm excited and a little bit scared about this last part of the programme, OK? Because Britain's done it again. There's a restaurant called the Cinnamon Club in London. I don't know if you've read about this. It was in the papers this week. They have produced what they claim to be the world's hottest curry. The dish is called the Bollywood Burner, and it uses chilies that are 100 times hotter than a jalapeno. Imagine microwaving lava, OK? On the sun. And that's just the korma version, all right? Now, I've got it here. It's been sent over from the restaurant for us to try this evening. Man, you can see that, it looks hot. Ooh, look at that. It's like big hot chilies in there, OK? Before you eat it, you have to sign a form. Seriously, they won't sell it to you. They won't let you eat it. We had to agree I would sign this form before I try. It says, allow me to take part in the Bollywood Burner event. I'm going to sign this form. I am participating in the event of my own volition at my own risk. I'll sign Graham Norton's name. Wish me luck, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going in. Far. Oh, it's good. That genuinely hurts my mouth. Although I'm stupid, what did I expect? They made me sign a form in advance. Look, it's steaming up. These are steaming up. Sorry. Oh, jeez, it's not funny. No, stop laughing, it's not funny now. Hurting my mouth. Good roll, that's not good. All right. Oh, man, I tell you what, though, it'll be quite a good end of an evening, you know what I mean? Get about 8 pints, go in there, and next morning wake up and find you can't open your mouth ever again. Shall we get my final guest out this evening, ladies and gentlemen? I think we should, but first, let's see him in brilliant form. Just one of my favourite comedy movies of recent years, and he is terrific in it. Here he is in the fantastic Anchorman.
I mean, come on, Ed, it's bullcrap. Don't get me wrong, I love the ladies. I mean, they rev my engine, but they don't belong in the newsroom. It is Anchorman, not Anchor Lady, and that is a scientific fact. Uh-huh. I don't know what we're yelling about! You're with us, Ron. What do you think? It's terrible! She has beautiful eyes and her hair smells like cinnamon! Mm-hmm. Loud noises! Everyone relax. She's not going to take anyone's airtime. I read somewhere that their periods attract bears. Menstruation. Well, that's just great. You hear that, Ed? Bears. Now you're putting the whole station in jeopardy.
That's a great film, and that is a great performance. Please welcome Mr. Steve Carell, ladies and gentlemen.
Touch for the very first time, like the virgin. When your heart beats, it's unified like the virgin.
Thank you, Steve. Great to have you here.
Nice to be here. Thanks.
Steve, have you eaten yet this evening?
You know what? You are not going to goad me into that.
Well, this is burning me up now.
Your eyes are watering.
But it's a good pain.
I like that kind of pain.
Yeah. Shall I give you one to take home?
Yes, please.
Okay.
You know what? I'll take it on the plane.
I don't
because there is nothing like a good Indian meal on a plane to be abusive to the other passenger.
Now, you're over here for just a short stay. I guess you've been over to the UK a few times, have you?
Just once, or
really?
twice before, yes.
So have you done the sights? Have you experienced the full London experience as a tourist? Have you done Madame Tussauds? Have you been around? Have you been in the London Eye? Have you visited the Tower of London?
I have done a few of those things, yes. I came when tourists wore fanny packs.
Oh, yeah.
And
we call them bum bags over here.
Yeah. So I was one of those people.
Yeah. So you had one because you do strike me as the kind of guy who would dress more for, and don't take this the wrong way, but more for comfort than for style.
So I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Is what you're saying.
A tourist, which is a good way. You have to be comfortable when you're.
You have to wear shorts, and you have to. I had one of those security belts where I tucked my American Express traveler's checks into my belt. You know.
Okay, they're a terrible-looking thing. There's nothing you can do with them.
They are bad.
You've been all over Europe, I guess, have you? We're promoting movies.
Yeah, we started in Rome, and then we went to Madrid, and now we're here.
And how do we compare to the rest of Europe? How do you like us compared
You're
to
better.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah. That's...
Good night.
Don't forget your curry.
Yes.
Now, most people, I would think, would know you from the movies. Would I be right in thinking this was your first starring role? Was the 40-Year-Old Virgin?
That was, yeah. Okay. That was the first time I was over.
Now, that was a tremendous film. Did you see
Thanks.
that film? Did you see the 40-Year-Old Virgin? And did you co-write that film? Is that correct?
I did. Judd and I pitched the idea. It was a character.
Is that it? That's a pivotal scene.
That could not have been more painful. That was my idea.
So you actually did get your...
I did. If you watch the tape of it, if you watch the movie, you can see the blood pooling to the surface of my skin in one take.
But you were really that hairy to begin with.
I'm extremely hairy. I'm a hairy guy, yes.
Yeah. So you're hairy back and front?
I have more hair than skin.
You're like a missing link.
I am on that evolutionary chart. I'm this guy.
So you wrote the scene knowing that you'd have to perform it, and I have to admire you because you've laid yourself out there for your comedy here, knowing that you would actually get waxed. And I'm assuming you're not the kind of guy who had been waxed before.
I had never been waxed. I had never witnessed someone be waxed. I didn't know what waxing involved. The woman who waxed me claimed that she was a waxing expert on her resume, which she wasn't really. She was an actress who had probably seen somebody wax before.
Maybe she had been waxed herself once and
she
thought,
might
how
have
hard
been
can it be?
Yeah, and so she was not that proficient at it.
Okay, and presumably then you didn't do too many takes of this because obviously you'd have to wait for the hair to go back.
It was one take, that was it.
Okay, let's have a look. I don't know if you've seen this film. If you have, you'll know that it's a great scene to come. If you haven't, and you can relive the joy here.
I can't wait.
This is Steve being waxed in The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
Cool.
This is the one right here, right?
Hi, how are you?
So this is your first time getting body waxed?
Yes, it is.
Take off your shirt.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna need more wax!
I'm sorry. This is really good.
And clear all my appointments in the afternoon.
Here we go. Oh, that feels warm.
I like your sweater. Does that come in a V-neck?
If she starts doing his pubes, I'm out of here.
You don't look good after this, man.
Thanks, man.
So ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Fucker! I'm sorry. That's just your job. No. That's okay. She got a lot of hair on. Yeah. You know what? The toughest part of that is when it starts to grow back in. And hairs don't necessarily want to grow out. So my wife made me wear a T-shirt for a good 3 months after that because it was just a bloody sort of pussy mess.
And also you'd have been scratchy on her, I guess.
It was scratchy. It was not. Yeah. No, we were not making children during that period of time.
You know, when you bring a movie out called The 40-Year-Old Virgin, I guess I imagine people at the time were asking you, well, how old were you when you because it's not based on your life as such. But
when I had sex for the first time?
Yeah. Were you a late bloomer, Steve?
That's a question I'd really. When did you have sex for the first time?
I had the first time. With
a human being.
Okay, well, that's about another 8 years I have to straight away. But I'd had a lot of practice before we finally got to bed. I think I was probably about 19 or 20.
I was around there, yeah. I mean, it was... I think for a guy, that's kind of considered late.
I think it is very late, but let's look at it. We're not... I mean, I've now blossomed into quite a conventionally handsome man. You're still what we consider nerdy.
Right.
I know you'd be happy with that. But I think neither of us were the type that girls went for. Would I be right? Would that be
No,
okay?
as a matter of fact, after college, when I went through Europe with a backpack...
So you came over, did like a gap year thing?
I did, well, a gap couple of months.
Right.
And basically the idea was to seek out and find girls.
Yeah.
And there was very, very limited response by the European community.
And so even girls who found the American accent interesting and exotic, they weren't impressed.
No girls find the American accent interesting or exotic. It is. We ended up in Sweden, and these Swedish fellows that we became friends with used to mock us and our accents, and they say, "We're from America."
Well, that's not going to help you. If you're trying to impress a young lady and they're doing that, that's not going to...
they were very nice, but although my friend did get herpes from a girl there.
Well, that's so it was a success
It was a success and simultaneous failure for him.
Yeah. I guess, would it be fair to say that your success came to you a bit later than you would have hoped or you expected? Because I know you were in a comedy troupe for a while, then you did some TV, but really you didn't break through as a sort of a name in your own right until fairly late, did you?
Into my 80s, yes. No, you know what? I never expected it. It wasn't something that I was assuming would ever happen. My only barometer for success was making a living and supporting a wife and kids and with any luck, getting a college education taken care of. But that was really it.
So you weren't hoping for fame, you weren't hoping to be a big marquee name or to be as successful as you are right now?
No, well, clearly not. I mean, I don't think I exude that sort of magnetism that one would point to and say, well, there's a marquee name coming up.
You know, it kind of came to you late. I guess, in a way, though, is that a good thing? Because to be famous or to be successful early on, that can be tough on people, I think.
I think it was a good thing in the sense that you never know how you would react being younger.
Yeah.
I might have been a complete ass.
Yeah.
But you never know.
You don't know.
So at this point, I feel fairly grounded with my life, and I have a wife and 2 little kids, so...
How lovely. Now, Get Smart is the new movie that Steve's in. It's great fun, and of course, it's a great TV series. I'm so thrilled they finally got round to it. Do you have to get in shape for something like that? Because I know, obviously, a lot of it's smoke and mirrors, but I'm guessing you're doing some stunts there, and you're not the sort of person...
You can tell. I mean, it's my body is a piece of fine-tempered steel.
I can see, well, just
I did over 4 push-ups for this role. Well, you know what? You have to get to a point. I did work out a little bit. I think mostly so we wouldn't kill ourselves trying to do the stunts.
Yeah, because even though a lot of it, I guess you're using wires and harness and that kind of thing, still you have to be fairly limber, don't you? Fairly supple, fairly...
Yeah, I mean, you're jumping, you're doing things that you don't normally do, and you're stretching muscles that don't get stretched very much.
Are you a fit person, though? Are you an active person anyway? Do you enjoy sports? Do you have outdoor pursuits as part of your...
I grew up playing various sports. I still play ice hockey with a team in California.
That's not as popular over here, but that's a pretty tough... I know it's quite an aggressive and tough game out there, isn't it?
It is. It's fun. I was a goalie growing up.
Well, that's the worst place to be, though, isn't it?
That's the worst place to be in terms of your relationship to the puck. But yeah, I loved it. And I played through college, so that was a big part of my life.
Did you get damaged? Did you have any rough moments?
I have. Actually, my best friend during practice fell into the boards, and his skate was at an angle that it was actually against his thigh, and he hit the boards like that, and his skate sliced into his inner thigh, and the coach actually freaked out because we all skated over to him, and you could just look into his leg. There was his bone, and his bone and his muscle was sort of hanging out, and the coach was the adults. This was in school. The one man who should have really taken control of the situation freaked out. Oh my God, Jim! Look at your leg! Oh! I'm just going to pass out. And it was one of the other players that actually grabbed a towel and applied pressure and kept him from bleeding.
So you'd recommend it for children, then?
It is a great child's game.
That's a great pursuit. Yeah. Let's have a look at Steve in Get Smart. This is open. I think it opens just late August over here. August the 22nd it opens. This is Steve in Get Smart, ladies and gentlemen.
My name is Siegfried, and I represent Chaos. Over the past few months, we have assembled a stockpile of nuclear weapons, which we distributed to unstable dictators. How do I know you're not Control?
If I were Control, you'd already be dead.
If you were Control, you'd already be dead.
Neither of us is dead, so I'm obviously not from Control.
That actually makes sense.
99.
I feel really good about us as partners.
Wow, impressive.
I set that up. Missed it by that much.
That's Steve Carell in Get Smart with the lovely Anne Hathaway. She's fabulous and very talented actress as well. I liked her very much in Ella
Fantastic.
Enchanted. She was in. I don't know if
Yes.
you saw that film. And what are you doing next? What's the next project for you? Because Get Smart's out. I know it's already a hit in the States. It's going to be a hit here this summer, I'm sure, as well. What are you going into next?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is officially the end of my career.
Yeah. He's just going to go off and retire and play ice hockey.
I might just have a big scoop of your food.
Would you like a little bit to end the evening on? Come
There
on,
is
let's see.
no way.
Wouldn't you like? Come on, please.
You know what? I will smell it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You will eat some. The eat a little bit.
I'm not going to eat.
What kind of baby are you?
Very big one.
You've looked into your friend's leg. What's this going to scare you?
I won't. I will crap fire for a week.
It'll be a lovely memory of the trip. Steve, just dig a finger in and just have a little taste. A tiny bit. Go on. Just a tiny bit.
Just of the sauce?
Yeah, just a little bit. A bit more than that.
There's some heat to that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I had barely any on my pinky. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. That doesn't help at all.
Yeah, you know what? I knew that didn't help. There you go. That is our gift to you.
Thank you so much.
I want you to take that back and microwave it and enjoy it.
I will.
Okay. What a great guest, ladies and gentlemen. Get Smart is out August 22nd. Steve Carell is a very funny man. You're welcome back anytime, sir. I hope you'll come back again. Thanks. Mr. Steve Carell, ladies and gentlemen. Great to have you. Thank you. Don't need any more. Thank you, Steve. Steve Carell.